some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika Biama onye ndefe na aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ekpere ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro, iwe nye anyị ndụ n'ala nke dị ndụ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember, in this channel, we speak up for the people of Biafra, for the Oduduwans, for the Middle Beltans, for everyone that is genuinely fighting for freedom in that country called Nigeria. We speak about the plight. We speak about the killings that are happening in the country called Nigeria, and we will never be silent. It doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter what they say. They always try to change the narrative with their conventional media. That is why we are on social media, putting the record straight, saying it the way it is, and we will not stop. For the Biafrans and Biafran friends, please remember to join the prayer that our Spirit of Nandekana has initiated, the prayer that is keeping us strong and keeping us firm up till now. Join that prayer. We are on the last phase of the prayer and a lot of miracles are happening. If you want to be part of the miracle, if you want to be part of the freedom, if you want to enjoy the benefit of the prayer, join the prayer as soon as possible. It is not late yet, even though we are getting to the end of the prayer. A lot of things are going to happen. So many things are going to happen. I bet you so many things are happening. They are already happening. We can see them. The prayer is very important. And one other reason why you have to pray is because of the things that are happening around. There has been a lot of attack against those who are genuinely fighting for the freedom of Biafrans, against those who are genuinely speaking up for their own people. There has been attack from all angles, trying to demonize them, trying to frame them up, trying to call them all manner of names. There has been a lot of false information from all angles, left, right, and center, even from the source that you never expected that it would come from, even from people you trust. You see wrong information coming out. The only reason why you have to pray is that you have to pray. You must have to pray so that you can be able to run away from all this propaganda and lies that are flying everywhere. If you are not strong, you cannot be able to stand what is coming. A lot is going to happen. A lot is happening and more is coming. That is why you have to stand firm. Don't shake. Do not waver. We know whom we are following. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano, whom Chukwukika Biama have chosen. He is leading us in the right path and we will not stop following him. It doesn't matter what anybody say. It doesn't matter what anybody do. We have chosen our leader, the Supreme Leader of IPOB. He is leading Biafrans to victory. Chukwukika Biama have given him an assignment to lead Biafra to victory, and he is doing exactly that. We are watching, following him diligently until the Janjaweed went to Kenya in collaboration with the Kenyan government and kidnapped him in Kenya, then brought him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. That is the truth. and nothing but the truth. He was never arrested. He was kidnapped. He was never extradited. He was sent to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition against his will. He is not even a Nigerian. He is a British with British passport. He was kidnapped and brought to Nigeria. And since then, we have not set our eyes on him. He was scheduled to come to the court. They refused to bring him to court. Most of the time, the lawyers said they went to see him. They were not allowed to see him. We're not even sure if they saw him or not. That is why we are standing up in all corners of our angle, demanding for the immediate release and unconditional release of Asorock Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we're asking for. And even before then, we are asking that you take him to the correctional center where he can have access to his family, access to his friends, access to his doctors to take proper care of him. That is our demand, and that is why we are sitting at home. The sit at home continues. I support the sit at home 101%. Anybody that knows what he or she will do to contribute to the freedom of Asorock Nnamdi Kanu, I support you. Go ahead and do it. Just like Nnamdi Kanu said when he was with us. He said, if you know what you can do to bring Biafra to him, go ahead and do it. It is not compulsory that you must follow the IPOB. It is not compulsory that you must follow his own method. If you have another method that you know is effective, that can bring Biafra to us, go ahead and do it. That was the instruction of Asorock Nnamdi Kanu. Most of you seem to forget. We are holding on to that very instruction today. On his own case, today he has been taken away from us. And if you know anything you can do on your own to bring our Asorock Nnamdi Kanu back to us, do it. If you know anything you can do as an individual to bring our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu back to us, do it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Don't mind what you hear, what people say, and who is attacking you or who is not. And if you don't have anything to offer, shut your mouth and stop discouraging those who are doing something. If you do not have any strategy to set Biafra free and to set free our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu, shut your mouth. Stop discouraging those who are doing something. The Biafrans in Biafra land are doing something that we are seeing. And what they are doing is very, very effective. You can see the cry from all the politicians, from right, left, and center. They are all shouting and crying, bringing all manner of propaganda. Why? Simply because the Biafrans in Biafra land have decided to take their own destiny into their own hand and demand for the release of Asorock Nnamdi Kanu by sitting at home. They are not fighting anybody. In Biafra land, you cannot protest outside. You cannot hold your flag and protest outside. You cannot come outside and protest for Biafra. Gave Asorock Nnamdi Kanu another dimension. When he gave him that dimension, nobody knew that today is going to come. And finally, here are we. We have come in a day where you cannot come out in the street and protest for Biafra without being killed. And Asorock Nnamdi Kanu introduced the sit at home. Today, that greatest weapon that we have to air our opinion is hitting hard to all corners of that very contraption called Nigeria. And someone is trying to take it away from us. It is so shameful that even those who are trying to take away this very stronghold from us are some people who claim to be fighting for Biafra. People who claim to be fighting for Asorock Nnamdi Kanu. They are talking down on people who are genuinely fighting for the freedom of the person who has given all for them. We will continue. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. The spirit of Biafra have taken control. Spirit of Biafra is in charge. Asorock Nnamdi Kanu is on his knees every single day praying. Remember why he was praying 7 times every day, even with his busy schedule. And now, the only assignment he has is to pray for you and I. And he is praying. Because of his prayer, the spirit of Biafra have taken over Biafra people today. Even a Biafran child is fighting for Biafra. Every single person, registered or not registered, oath or not oath, they are fighting for the freedom of Biafra and freedom of Asorock Nnamdi Kanu. Knowing fully well that the freedom of Asorock Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of Biafra. Every single Biafran knows that. Everybody in the old Southeastern region, they are today following that footstep of sitting at home. And someone who claims to be fighting for Asorock Nnamdi Kanu is discouraging them. You have a better name for yourselves. I don't know who you are. Whoever you think you are digging your grave. You have sold him out and you are trying everything possible to see that it doesn't come out. Our Sulu Amazing Nandekano will surely come out. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter the clique you have. It doesn't matter the politicians who are planning this. The politicians, those who claim to be fighting for him, who are still betraying him. Whoever you are, you have failed. Mazin Nandekano is coming out. And Biafrans will continue to sit at home until something happens. While we are sitting at home, we are also praying. If you don't have any alternative to the sit at home and the voice of the people, shut your mouth, go in and be silent. Let the Biafrans fight for their leader, just as they are doing. Our Supreme Leader Mazin Nandekano has given us every tool to bring down the Janjaweed. Our Supreme Leader Mazin Nandekano has given us every tool we need to fight against this very killer government. And somebody is trying to take away that tool from us. We will not allow that. We will continue to fight every day until our freedom comes and our Supreme Leader Mazin Nandekano was released. You see some people who claim to be fighting for Supreme Leader Mazin Nandekano. They claim to be standing with him, and yet they are talking against a movement that is working to make sure that he is being freed. Mazin Nandekano have initiated a lot of things that we have to do. He told us to pray. I bet you that some people who are even talking about this prayer are not joining the prayer. Some people who are even claiming to be leaders in this very struggle, they are not even praying along with him. Because if you are praying, you cannot be praying with our Supreme Mazin Nandekano and you are still lying. You cannot be praying and you'll be gossiping. It is impossible unless you are praying to the devil. You cannot be praying to Chukwu Biama and you are still lying at this critical point in time. Lying against your own brother, lying against your own sister, lying against your own fellow agitator. That means you are a devil incarnate. You are not with us. Neither are you with our Supreme Mazin Nandekano. The only people who are with our Supreme Mazin Nandekano are those who are fighting tooth and nail to see that he is being released. Doing everything possible on their own side. Just as our Supreme Mazin Nandekano has instructed, if you know what to do to bring Biafra, go and do it. That is exactly what is happening today. That word was spoken long ago. Today, Biafra is in prison. Biafra is in DSS, and every single Biafran is fighting hard to free him or herself from DSS. And somebody is talking down on them. May God have mercy on you. It doesn't matter what they say, we will surely be free. We will be free. They are busy following the footsteps of the politicians, following the footsteps of government. What Mazin Nandekano can never ever do, he will never follow the footsteps of the politician or dance to the tune of a politician. He never does. He can only praise a politician when he does something that is good. He will admonish you and praise you, but not following your footsteps or doing what you are doing. No. Mazin Nandekano has a way he is dealing with issues. And somebody is telling us to leave something that is working to free Biafra, claiming that he or she is fighting for Biafra. Today, Mazin Nandekano told us, even before the Catholic, that there will be no election in Anambra State. And these same politicians who are planning the election, we are the people that came together to go and sell our Supreme Mazin Nandekano. He is in DSS. They are not speaking about it. They are not even making an effort to take him to correctional center. They are making sure that nobody sees him, keeping him incommunicado, even in his critical health. They didn't allow him. If not for Chukwu Biama, who is sending angels to go and treat him, and he is stronger than anything, something else will not happen. And those people are now coming, talking against us. There will be no election. There will be no election. It doesn't matter you see, they have come out with another propaganda on the election issue. They have come with a new propaganda on the election. They said, if we don't conduct election, we have had another low hope of them in Anambra State. That if we don't conduct election in Anambra State, there will be another hope of them in Anambra State. Is there any difference between the person in Anambra State now and Hope Uzodinma? What is the difference between Obiano and Hope Uzodinma? What is the difference? Obiano is killing Biafrans. Hope is killing Biafran. Obiano have even put a prize on every Biafran, 500,000 if you kill a Biafran. Obiano have the enemies of Biafra in his cabinet. Obiano boldly come on national television to say that he have members of Mieti Allah in his cabinet. The same Mieti Allah that are bringing Fulani herdsmen to kill our people. Hope Uzodinma is in Imo State doing his own part, instigating Ruga and killing the innocent people. What is the difference between Hope Uzodinma and Obiano? Tell me the difference. Write on the comments. Go to the comment section and tell me the difference between Hope Uzodinma and Obiano. These are two people who are pursuing the same agenda, serving the interests of the Janjaweed and killing their own people. Both of them are doing it. And you want to tell me if you don't conduct election in Anambra State, they will bring another Hope Uzodinma just to twist the people and be able to win the heart of the people. Another propaganda. Before they put Hope Uzodinma in Imo State, did people stop? Did IPOB stop people from voting? Did IPOB stop you from voting in Imo State? Did they stop the election in Imo State? They didn't stop the election in Imo State. Imo State election was held. The people of Imo State chose somebody who came first. But your Janjaweed government went and chose number four, who didn't even participate in the election. How can, if somebody comes fourth position, it means he didn't participate. Somebody that didn't participate, they choose from number 4th to first. What does that got? What has that got to do with by no election? What has that got to do with no election? This is the propaganda they are breaking. If you don't do election, they will bring another. Already we have many Hope Uzodinma in the 5 states that they said they are Southeastern region. Hope Uzodinma is in all of them, and they are coming to bring another one, another Hope Uzodinma. Go and check the list of those who are contesting in Anambra State. Who are they? Go and check their record. What are they? What are they doing? Check the record of those who are contesting, who are coming to contest for election in Anambra State. What have they done? Each time you talk about it, you see people talking about Soludo. What have Soludo done for Anambra State? Soludo, at one time, I saw him where he was speaking for Biafra in a conference. That same man who was speaking for Biafra in the conference was appointed by this Buhari into his economic team. This very economic team that cannot afford anything, that have made Nigeria more impoverished. He was this very Janjaweed. Buhari appointed Soludo in his cabinet as one of his economic team. Now they are bringing him to use him as somebody who knows everything, who can do better for you. They are just the same thing. Every politician, if you do not play to the will of the Janjaweed, you are going nowhere. And that is why all of them are running to Sokoto, which Soludo himself must have done. Are you talking about Joba? Go and check his record. The business is running. How do you get it? The business is running. How do you make the money? People working under him, how is he treating them? And now you are telling me if I should allow the election to hold, that if we don't allow it, we'll have another Hope Uzodinma. Why already we have Hope Uzodinmas lined up, waiting for you to put your signature for them to start operation. Already, all these people that you see them contesting, the government of the Janjaweed have a lot of things against them already. They are all fraudsters. All these people coming, they are all fraudsters. They have stolen money in one way or the other. And when they come to power, they will begin to use that very thing that they have done to hold on them, to kill you and I. And somebody is pushing that propaganda. Oh, if you don't conduct election, they will bring another Hope Uzodinma. Why we already have Hope Uzodinma in Anambra State, and more Uzodinmas are lining up coming. And you want people to go and endorse them, to come and kill them. The earlier you wake up and know what is right for you, the better. The only thing that Biafrans can fight for is freedom. Disintegration of this very country of God, Nigeria. Referendum is the only thing I can encourage a Biafran to go and vote for. Anything apart from referendum, do not vote. Let them go ahead. They can put anybody they want to put. It's up to them. Whatever they want to do, they should go ahead and do it. The people they are putting, they have never worked for you and I. It has never worked. It doesn't matter how you conduct election. It doesn't matter what you do. They already have people in place. They already have people in place. The people who you are going to vote, who are coming now to tell you that you should allow the election. Some of them are telling you, allow the election to hold. If you don't allow the election to hold, they will put another Hope Uzodinma. If you don't vote, they will put somebody they choose, they like. It is these same politicians, these same senators They were there on the day they were making vote. The day they were making vote for electronic transfer of election of result. Electronic transfer of result. All of them were absent except Abaribe. They were all absent. None of them. The ones who were present voted against it. The only single thing that you may say, okay, so far they will transfer the result electronically. People will not manipulate it. Your senators, the same people who are telling you to go and vote today, they voted against it. Most of them disappeared. They didn't even appear. They were absent. They didn't even come there that day to vote. These are the people who are telling you about how they will bring another hope to the moon. And when that issue was done, none of them protested. All these people now who are talking about election, how many of them came to make video to say, why didn't these people come to that very voting in Senate? Why did these people absent themselves? Why did they absent themselves? How many people were there? Those people talking now, how many of them protested against that thing? The only thing that made them have a little chance of putting somebody they wanted, they ignored it. They disappeared. They didn't vote. Only single person who was there, Abaribe, voted yes. The rest people voted no. They do not want a genuine election. And yet, you are telling the innocent Biafrans to come and commit their life, to kill them, commit suicide in your hand, to come and give you their signature to kill them. It is only foolish one that will do that, because we are not begging anybody this time around. There will be no election in Anambra State. I was ruling the Mazin Nadikana have said it, and he have woken us up. We know the right thing to do. There is no amount of propaganda that you bring that will hold water. Go ahead, kill as many people as you can to demonize IPOB and ESM. It is up to you. It is only those who want to die that will die. Those ones who have already sacrificed their life by themselves, they are the ones that are going to die. But the intelligent ones who knows what is right cannot be affected. Just like they sit at home. Those who are doing the sit at home with willingly with their heart on their own, they are not bothering. They are not lacking. They don't lack anything. It is only the fraudulent ones that are lacking. It is only the governors and ministers, those who are stealing the money. They don't see any money to steal anymore. They are worried. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to bless us in the Mazin and the Khan. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to strengthen us in the Mazin. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. We must continue. There will be no election in Anambra State. And the seat at home must continue. Anything you can do to make sure our Sule Mazin Nandikano is free, go ahead and do it. You are walking the street of Biafra. Pray along with Sule Mazin Nandikano. You will be energized. Nobody can stop you. No man born of a woman can stop the arrival of Sule Mazin Nandikano very soon. He is coming in full force, stronger than ever. No man born of a woman can stop him. If you do not know who you are following, I urge you to go and listen to his messages. As I'm going to play for you a message of Sule Mazin Nandikano. He is a listener, somebody that listens. He doesn't take power to himself. He doesn't take power to himself. He is not drunk with power. Even though he has the right, he has all the support, he's not drunk with power. He allows people to say their opinion. He listens to people. He listens to people's opinion. That is the most important thing. And he is consistent. That is our Sule Mazin Nandikano. Listen to this message that he left for us.
Am I going to declare Biafra? The answer is no. You people will declare Biafra or give us the mandate. I said us, not me. Give us the mandate to declare Biafra. Before Ojukwu declared Biafra, he was given a mandate. Then the cockroach, the hotelier, came and was declaring Biafra. I think after every 6 months he would declare Biafra. And nothing happened. They will settle him. He went and sat down. Another person came out a few days ago to say he's declaring Biafra. It is an insult to our collective intelligence that anybody should come out to declare anything without proper consultation. You know, they try to accuse us of not consulting properly. What we are doing is the groundwork. Our people are Republicans. Our people are Democrats by nature. Everybody wants to be consulted. And when the time comes, everybody will be consulted. As I said before, they tried to push me to declare Biafra, and I said, no, I cannot declare Biafra. I don't have the authority. I am not Biafra. I am a Biafran citizen. Only one person among 70 million people. I don't have that power nor the right to do so. I am not a dictator. The reason why we put IPOB on the straight and narrow is because we need to enforce discipline. There is a level of discipline you require when you are facing a very recalcitrant enemy or when you are surrounded by enemies. That is only what we try to instill inside IPOB. That doesn't mean when it comes to the issue of governance or matters of state, we now arrogate powers to ourselves. No, we're not going to do that. What we'll do is to wait for you Biafrans to say, now is the time to go ahead. Everybody will be involved. And then Biafra, you cannot declare Biafra without defending your borders. It doesn't make any sense. The day we are declaring Biafra, we are defending our borders that same day. If we see any Janjaweed, that Janjaweed is dead. If they fly their aeroplane, we bring it down. So we know what we are doing. I don't want people to rush us. We want to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. We know what we are doing. Our people should not be in a hurry. Nobody is in more, should I say, urgent need of Biafra more than myself, because we have suffered and have continued to suffer. But we must do it accordingly, or else our people will break away. Some of them break and run back to Fulani and say this is not what we planned, and they go and connive with them. We want to make sure that every avenue for saboteurs is shut down. Every avenue of the escape will be shut down. People should believe in what we are doing. Our strategy is spot on, and we can never fail. I am not going to declare any Biafra, not now, until you give me the mandate to do so, because we are Democrats. Any idiot can declare whatever he or she thinks works for them. If the zoo can give them money because they declared Biafra, that's all. But I know that the DSS is behind it. As I said, there was an article written. They did it in order to show to think that the world will buy this nonsense that IPOB, this noble family, is divided. That's all. So this person has his own faction when it's a lie, a proper lie. It was DSS that declared Biafra. The Department of State Secret Service in Nigeria, State Police, they're the ones that declared it, because these are their agents. They give money to them. But you can see how we all responded. Nobody accepted that garbage because we have not finished doing the groundwork. I know we are all in a hurry, but in due time or in due course, you will give us the mandate to declare Biafra, and then Biafra will be declared. And then that same minute, we are defending our borders. That same minute, our army will be unveiled. You don't sit in your house when you run out of money. Or pipeline security contract. You want a new one to be renewed because Dangote is now canvassing for security guard to guard his pipeline from Bayelsa to Lagos, his new refinery. You now come up with this gimmick so they can give you money. These are hungry people, and we are not. No declaration of Biafra until we have your mandate to do so. That's number one. Number two, I will not lead Biafra. There are people, I believe, who will be more competent than myself to lead Biafra when the time comes. Only Biafrans can choose who is going to lead them. And Biafra will not even have a chairman or a president. My recommendation, which I will urge people to vote for in a referendum, is to have a confederate system and to have premiers managing each and every of the regions. That is what we are going to do. That is something we must understand. A prime minister, yes, but not a president. We are not going to concentrate power in the hands of only one man. It is not going to happen. Very, very important that we understand this, please. And about the checkpoints, after 40 days, there will be no more checkpoints because they are using it to abduct our people. They are using it to kill.
After hearing from Asorock, it is left for you to make the right choice, either to live or to die. But I will advise you, choose life. Stay away from the election. And also participate in the sit at home in your house while you are praying. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect us in the Mazinakan. May Chukwu Abiyama strengthen us in the Mazinakan. May Chukwu Abiyama bring back our Mazinakan to us very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, blessed. Bye bye. See you again on the next video.